Okay, so I'm going to start. I was asked about, I think, what was 29 and 30 in lab 18, but I'll start with 28, which leads into them. And so we have this script where the user is prompted to enter a folder, and then it's going to just write out that the items in the folder are, and then it's going to use the get child, which is going to produce sort of an array of items in the folder. Force is going to allow us to see anything that might be hidden, and I is just a sort of a dummy counter, so it's going to walk through each object in the array of objects that get child produces. And there's a property of files and folders called their mode, which it's just a collection of certain properties. Are they a directory or a file? Are they an archive? Are they system? Are they hidden? And so let's, and then I'm just asking here, right, using the first thing, and match is to match a pattern. And so I'm using D as a regular expression, fairly simple regular expression of just a D, and running that. Okay, so let's run that. Let me enter this, the C drive. Try C:. Is that enough? That's enough. Okay, so here is that program run. Wait, on.
You just added the D to the regular folder.
This I'm doing 28 right now.
Oh, okay.
So if I do, let's just see what the bear command does. Here's the bear get child item, and I'll do it for the C drive. So what it does is shows me that didn't work for the C drive. That is the local directory. Let me try C:/. That's better. So that's the C drive, C:/. And it produces the mode, and D stands for directory, A for archive, so that's more like a file, and R is read-only, H is hidden, S is system, and I guess L might be link, I'm not sure. So that's just one of the properties of a files and folders, items that the get child produces, is this so-called mode, which is just a set of the main properties. There are many more properties, but this is just a set of, so the main properties collapse into this thing called the mode. Yeah. And I'm looping through them. So 3 to 10 is a for each loop, looping through an array. So this produced an array of things. I'm walking through each item in the array. It has a property called the mode, and I'm asking minus match is I'm looking for a pattern, and I'm looking for, does the pattern in this case does it have a D? And so if it has a D, I'm going to say folder, otherwise I'm going to say file. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is just a command, but now let me run the script, and I'm going to run it for C:/ the C drive. And now here's that same thing out of the script. And most of the things were folder, but there was one file. Okay, so that is just what the script given in 28 does. And match is working with a regular expression. And so we see what these look like. D or A, R if it was read-only, H, S. Okay, so what do we want now? What regular expression would you use to indicate that the files are hidden and system? So that is the the H and the S, that these that the page file is a hidden file and a system file. And so all I have to do then is turn that into HS to find that pattern. So then I would say hidden and a system. So I don't have to do any fancy and or anything like that because the letters occur right next to each other. If there was, if the H and the S didn't appear right next to each other, then I can use in regular expression, there are things like dots and question marks, then say, you know, that there are things in between. So, but because H and S for hidden and system appear next to each other, it's simpler. And I'll just here say, I don't know, not hidden in system. So, okay, let me save that and run it. And again, I'll choose the C drive just because I know there's that one folder down there at the bottom that is a hidden system file. And some of the directories are as well. The recovery directory is also hidden in system. So it's just pulling out the HSs. So that was 29, just the regular expression for hidden in system, just because they happen to be next to each other in the mode, is just HS. And now you could do it with an and in your, you could ask if it matches an H and if it matches an S. That's, you know, that's harder, but that's possible because you can do an anded Boolean expression. And in 30, it's an or, so you could do a Boolean ORed expression, but I want you to do it with the regular expression. And in a regular expression, the or is a vertical bar in the regular expression.
Yeah.
So then I would come here and use my regular expression, H bar S, and that should make it an or. And then I should pick up this thing that is like program data is hidden but not a system file. And I'm working on C:/. And now that program data file was hidden but not system. So, but in the ORed expression that came out. So just an excuse for me to remind you about regular expressions. There are other ways to do it with Boolean ands and Boolean ors. So multiple ways to do this. This is a fairly small, the mode is a very small thing and the pattern is pretty simple. So there are other ways to do it. So it's not showing you the full power of regular expressions, but it's an excuse for me to remind you they exist and that they're useful.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Well,
Okay.
just start 19.
Very good.